What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Gucci, our 3 long face, skinny body. We back still black with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Now, before we get in the video, you know the drilly. Yo, like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop into the business.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
So I already touched on this topic a little bit previously during my Manhunt for KAWAKI video, which is will Eida help to stop KAWAKI? And it was one of the 2 things that I talked about in terms of how I see the story going forward in the next upcoming chapters, like with this being one of the focal points and the other being a possible Sage Mode Mitsuki versus KAWAKI, or, you know, the revelation of Sage Mode Mitsuki and just pushing that subplot further along the lines in the story, especially in manga format. Focusing on Eida just for today's video, will she help to stop KAWAKI? Now, it's kind of obvious a lot of people steer towards the idea of KAWAKI recruiting Eida and Damon in his exit upon Konoha, and me being among those people who also believe that being one of the more likely scenarios occurring. This topic, however, is something that isn't like it's easy to just look over in terms of all of the logical and facts that point towards it and that ultimately support the idea. So in terms of will Eida help to stop KAWAKI, or side in just other words, should I say, Eida side with Konoha in this division between KAWAKI and Konoha, because the split from the village has obviously occurred within the last 2 chapters. Like, this man done attempted to hit on the Lord Seven's life as long as setting Lord Seventh and First Lady up out the way. So ain't no way KAWAKI finna spend another day up in the village. So first thing we're gonna look at is Eida's personality towards people. One of the things I want to point towards where people really overlook the fact, and I don't believe that it's completely like oblivious to the fandom, because I've seen it talked about the minimal amount of times that I have seen it, but Eida and her personality ultimately towards people, we understand her drive and goal is to build genuine relationships, not just in the romantic format, but also in a personal friendship level as well. And that being a byproduct of her experimentations undergone by a model, ultimately affecting her personality and how she is towards people. So one of the first things we see after Eida is revived is her hesitation towards waking up Damon. And then the anime even as this scene, because I was thinking about how the manga showed it and it might even actually be cut out, but Eida was actually hesitant into waking up Damon. She had no plans whatsoever upon her revival into waking up Damon until the further elaboration upon her and Code's plan underwent, and Code's initiation that, okay, KAWAKI might be able to be strong enough to stop me. What if he gets a chance along with you? How will you be able to defend yourself in that type of situation? And that ultimately leads into the next idea as well. So Eida was hesitant into waking up her own little brother, right? Whom she should, at this point, out of all the people in the story, Damon should be the person she has the most love for in the story right now. So she was still hesitant into waking up, stating herself that she really didn't want to resort to this situation, but ending up waking up Damon. So right upon waking up Damon, one of the things that she doubled down and told to Code was that KAWAKI wouldn't be a problem at this point, having Damon being awakened. That was Damon's main purpose, to be the failsafe against KAWAKI if KAWAKI were to ever try to betray Eida. So it's already been in her mind placed that she can have Damon kill KAWAKI if need be. And she tells Code upon in that same subject matter that if it comes to it, she'll have the Hidden Leaf village rely on her and Damon in order to go against KAWAKI if it comes down to it, because then they'll be able to have them as a failsafe rather than focusing or relying on someone like Amado or whatever the things that they have relied on in terms of the drop of power with both Naruto and Sasuke. These are all of the things that Eida is saying. So you can see how she ran through all of the chips and all of the steps and all of the cards in her head already upon which way she was going to go, however the story is going to be progressing. You can see how Eida is playing like a chess game right now, because all of the things that she talked about previously with Code are coming into fruition in terms of KAWAKI getting a chance to be alone with Eida, possibly killing Eida, right? That aside, with him learning that Eida and Damon had Shiba Otsutsuki's DNA, right? So them basically being Otsutsuki cyborgs, but Kawaki and his hell-bent task on killing all Otsutsuki, understanding even though him and Eida would be a good team up in this scenario, Kawaki at this point, who knows what he's going to decide to do and how he's going to decide to move forward, even though it would be most logical for him to try to abide with Eida and bring him along with his goals. Still, she's already had all of these decisions played out in her head, meaning if push comes to shove, she will have Damon kill Kawaki, and Damon already expressed his confidence in him being able to stop Kawaki, already flexing on the unlimited code at this point, who is stronger than current Kawaki, right? And then with all of that aside, the simple fact that last chapter she helped them track Kawaki down in the midst of everything going on, understanding, okay, this is all happening in a span of moments and minutes, so she can just be essentially going along with whatever she is hearing at the time, giving her a little bit more time to think about it, which why it leaves it open for the possibility of not happening in the more logical way of Eida, you know, teaming up with Kawaki, because allowing a little bit more time to go by, she's going to contemplate and be like, all right, I really want to be with Kawaki, so I'm going to follow along with whatever Kawaki is doing. Her actions last chapter kind of contradict her feelings, so that's why it leaves me all the way even to saying with initially her feelings for Kawaki, she's more so romanticizing the idea of Kawaki rather than Kawaki himself, just for what that Kawaki can actually symbolize for her in her life, being that one person, with Boruto aside, you know, age difference being the main issue, that can actually truly have genuine feelings for her, unbeknownst to her, that Sumire and Sarada aren't affected by her ability. But in terms of the love side of things, Kawaki being that symbol, so she's more so romanticizing the idea of Kawaki rather than Kawaki himself, with coming more to terms with his character and how he operates, even though she can see all things, right? But just being face to face with Kawaki and having that personal interaction with him can ultimately affect her true beliefs or her true feelings for Kawaki, which she already questioned as well in previous chapters. So this is just me saying that all of the things that support the idea of Eida actually teaming up with the Hidden Leaf Village against Kawaki kind of shows and has been already foreshadowed throughout the previous chapters. Even though I think Kawaki most likely will recruit Eida and Damon, I won't rule out the possibility of things unfolding in this type of scenario. But let me know what your thoughts under the comment section below. It's your boy Black Uchiha, 3 long face, skinny body. Share the video with your friends. Holla at your boy. And I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir. Ski.
Can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said